Ladies and gentlemen, sons and daughters of destiny, let me remind you of something today. You are not stuck. You are not trapped by your past, your habits, or even the opinions others have wrapped around you like chains. No, you are born with purpose, wrapped in potential, and filled with promise. But here's the thing, you can't live off of potential forever. At some point, you have to grow. Every day is an invitation to become more of who you were created to be. But growth isn't always glamorous. It's not always posted, praised, or pretty. Sometimes growth looks like quiet discipline, like choosing not to respond in anger, like praying instead of panicking, like getting back up when no one claps for your comeback. Improving yourself every day isn't about perfection. It's about progress. It's about honoring your future enough to leave behind what's breaking you now. Yes, it takes faith. Yes, it takes fight. But more than anything, it takes you showing up for you. You don't have to take giant leaps every day. Just one step, one intentional decision, one brave yes to healing, one bold that no longer serves you. You are worthy of the next level of your life. But hear me, that next level is going to require a different version of you. So don't wait for a breakthrough to believe in your becoming. Don't wait for the stage to start preparing. Don't wait until you feel ready. Move while you're becoming. While you're becoming. Your journey is holy ground. Your progress is praiseworthy. And your growth, that's legacy in motion. So show up, grow up, level up every single day. You are not. You may feel like you're in a holding pattern right now, circling the same struggles, living out the same days, and carrying the same broken pieces that have followed you from season to season. But I want you to hear me clearly. Just because you feel stuck doesn't mean you are stuck. Feelings are not facts, and sometimes the enemy of your next level isn't the obstacle in front of you. It's the belief inside of you that says, this is as far as I can go. But that's a lie. You are not stuck. You are simply in transition. There's a difference between being buried and being planted. Both feel like darkness. Both feel like pressure. But one is meant to keep you down, and the other is preparing you to rise. If life has felt heavy lately, if you've been surrounded by silence or isolation, don't assume you've been forgotten. You might be in your becoming season, and becoming often looks like nothing's happening. But baby, the roots are growing. The soil is shifting. The ground is making room for your breakthrough. Sometimes we confuse the stillness of God with the absence of progress. We want loud miracles and flashing signs, but many times, transformation whispers. It happens in the unseen, in the prayers no one hears, the boundaries no one applauds, the healing no one notices. That's where real change begins. Not in the spotlight, but in the secret place. Not in the victory shout, but in the quiet decision to try again, to forgive again, to believe again, to believe again. You are not stuck. You are being called deeper, deeper into identity, deeper into awareness, deeper into wholeness. And that kind of journey doesn't move at the speed of convenience. It moves at the speed of surrender. You have to be willing to release the need for clarity before you move. Sometimes God won't show you the full staircase, just the next step. But even if you only take that one step, you're no longer stuck. You're in motion. Stuck is a state of mind before it's ever a state of life. If your thoughts are circling around defeat, then of course your actions will mirror that belief. But if you wake up tomorrow and dare to believe, this situation might not change overnight, but I can. Everything shifts. Your power is in your perspective. Your strength is in your story. And the moment you start walking like freedom belongs to you, even if your feet are still sore from past battles, you'll start to realize you're not waiting to be rescued. You've already been equipped to rise. Even pain can't hold you captive when you decide to grow through it. There's a power that rises in you when you refuse to let the wound be your identity. Yes, it hurt. Yes, it was unfair. But no, it doesn't get to define you. You are not the betrayal. You are not the failure. You are not the addiction. You are not the mistake. You are the fighter that survived it and the healer that's going to use it. And every day you keep choosing to rise, you're proving that stuck is a lie. Stop waiting for someone to come along and give you permission to move. God already gave you permission when he gave you breath this morning. You don't need a platform to take up space in your own life. You don't need applause to start honoring your own progress. You don't need a map to start walking in purpose. All you need is a made-up mind and a willing heart. If you've got that, you're already on your way. So no, you're not stuck. You're standing at the edge of a shift. You're standing in the hallway between who you were and who you're becoming. And the beautiful, sometimes painful truth is, the door forward doesn't open until you decide you're not going back. That's not stuck. That's sacred ground. 2, you are filled with purpose and potential. Before you ever took your first breath, purpose was woven into the fabric of your existence. You weren't an accident. You weren't a random collection of circumstances. You were intentionally designed with a unique combination of gifts, passions, voice, and vision that this world has never seen before and will never see again. That alone makes you invaluable. That alone makes you called. And yet so many people walk around unaware of just how much purpose is living inside them because life, with all its hurt and hardship, has convinced them they're nothing more than what they've been through. But you are not your pain. You are your potential. You see, potential isn't always loud. It doesn't walk into the room demanding attention. Sometimes potential shows up in the form of restlessness. That sense that there's more to your life than what you're currently living. It can come wrapped in discomfort, a whisper in your spirit that says, you are made for more. That inner nudge that won't let you settle, even when everything around you says this is good enough. That's not dissatisfaction. That's destiny calling. And if you can learn to lean into that feeling, instead of running from it, you'll begin to realize that everything you need is already inside you. We often think purpose is about doing when it's really about becoming. It's not just about the job you work or the title you carry. It's about who you are when no one's watching. It's about how you show up, how you love people, how you forgive, how you rise from the ashes. Purpose isn't something you chase. It's something you unlock as you grow into your true self. And that's the beauty of it. Your potential doesn't require perfection. It just requires participation. You just have to be willing to keep showing up, even when it feels small, even when no one else sees it. Don't let the world convince you that your life has to look like someone else's to be meaningful. Comparison is a thief that loves to rob you of your purpose by making you forget your power. Your journey is uniquely yours. Your voice, your story, your pain, your breakthrough. It's all part of your assignment. And when you start honoring the parts of yourself you used to hide, that's when your potential becomes active. When you stop shrinking to make others comfortable and start walking boldly in your truth, that's when things begin to shift. Let me tell you something. There is more inside of you, more creativity, more resilience, more courage, more wisdom, more clarity. Don't get so used to surviving that you forget you were born to thrive. Just because you've learned how to manage your dysfunction doesn't mean you're living in your full potential. Comfort zones are often cages dressed up like rest. But you weren't made to live in cages. You were made to fly. Your wings may be bruised, but they still work. There's someone out there waiting for you to become who you were created to be. Someone who needs your voice, your wisdom, your breakthrough, your breakthrough. You unlocking your potential isn't just about you. It's about everyone connected to your purpose. So if you can't find the strength to do it for yourself right now, do it for the future lives your journey will inspire. Your potential has a ripple effect. When you rise, others rise with you. And even if you feel far from your purpose right now, like you missed the mark, made too many mistakes, took too many detours, let me remind you. Purpose isn't fragile. It doesn't shatter because of setbacks. It's not lost. It's waiting for you to wake up and realize that your mistakes didn't cancel your calling. They qualified you for it. The lessons you learned in the struggle are tools for the journey ahead. Nothing was wasted. Nothing disqualifies you. You are filled with divine potential. And the moment you start believing that, really believing it, you'll stop playing small, stop silencing your voice. Stop doubting your value, because purpose can't thrive in the presence of self-doubt. You've got too much in you to keep questioning whether you're enough. You are not just enough, you are overflowing. You are purpose in motion, potential wrapped in skin. And every day you breathe is proof that there's still more for you to do, more to become, more to unlock. 3, progress over perfection. Perfection will lie to you. It'll whisper that you're not ready, that you're not worthy, that you need to clean up, glow up, or level up before you can show up. But progress? Progress reminds you that you're becoming, that you are allowed to be a work in process and still be powerful. Somewhere along the way, we learn to idolize flawlessness and punish our own growth. But let me tell you something. The version of you that's trying, stumbling, healing, and trying again, that version is sacred too. Perfection tells you to wait until everything's right. Progress dares you to move while it's messy. One of the greatest lies we buy into is the idea that we have to have it all together before we can make a difference or live boldly. But the truth is, your transformation starts when you decide that showing up imperfect is better than not showing up at all. Because transformation doesn't require perfection. It requires honesty. It requires commitment. It requires consistency. You can't grow if you're pretending you don't need to. Francis, we don't talk enough about the courage it takes to start, not to finish, not to win, but just to begin, to open the book, to take the walk, to speak the truth, to try again after failure. There's something powerful about small beginnings. Don't let the pressure to be perfect rob you of the beauty of the beginning. Progress is made one choice at a time, one moment of faith, one step forward when everything in you wants to give up. Progress is messy. It looks like tears in therapy, like relapses and rebounds. Like deleting a contact you love but know is toxic. Like setting boundaries and feeling guilty for it, but holding them anyway. Growth doesn't always look graceful, but that doesn't make it any less holy. You've got to give yourself permission to be in process. You've got to celebrate the small wins because they matter. The fact that you're aware, that you care enough to grow, means you're not who you used to be. You'll never become everything you're meant to be if you keep beating yourself up for not being there yet. Self-criticism isn't the same as self-awareness. You can be honest about where you need to grow without shaming yourself in the process. Give yourself grace. You're unlearning years of habits, healing from wounds you didn't ask for, and trying to build a new version of yourself all at once. That's not weakness. That's bravery. That's progress. That's progress. Perfection will paralyze you, but progress will free you. Because perfection keeps your eyes on the result, but progress keeps your heart in the process. And the process is where you discover your strength. It's where your character is built, where your resilience is sharpened, where your roots grow deep. We don't grow in the spotlight. We grow in the shadows. We don't rise because we never fall. We rise because we refuse to stay down. So if today didn't go as planned, if you broke a promise to yourself, if you lost your temper, if you doubted your worth, I want you to breathe and begin again. That's what progress is, the willingness to restart without shame, to learn, adjust, and keep it moving. Don't let a bad moment turn into a broken mindset. You are still growing, still shifting, still becoming. And every step forward, no matter how small, is a step in the right direction. There's so much freedom when you let go of the need to arrive and start embracing the power of becoming. Because becoming means you get to evolve. You get to shed the past and step into your purpose little by little, and that's enough. You don't have to be perfect to be powerful. You don't have to be flawless to be favored. You just have to keep moving, one honest, intentional step at a time. That's not weakness, that's progress.